Hi everyone, I'm Anna. I'm a children's librarian at the East Hampton Library, and today is May 5th, known to many as Cinco de Mayo. So today I'm here to show you an art project you can do at home to celebrate the festival. And what we will be making today is a festival banner. And here is one I've got started with lots of shapes and bright colors. So if I can get it up there a little bit better. So this is what we're going to work on today, just a simple festival banner. So to make this, you will need just a handful of supplies, and as always, hopefully it's supplies you have at home on hand. So the first thing you will need is either square or rectangular paper, preferably something with a lot of bright colors, since that is typical of this festival, is lots of beautiful colors. You can use printed paper, or origami paper works really well if you have that. The other thing you can use is tissue paper. If all you have is plain white computer paper at home, then you can color it. Use markers, crayons, colored pencils, and then trim it down to a little bit of a smaller size so you've got squares. The next thing you will need is a pair of scissors, of course, to help with the cutting out of the designs inside. And then you will need some string, yarn, embroidery thread. This is just a little jute twine, even a rope if that's all you have handy. And then to attach the designs to the string, you will need tape or glue. So I find tape easier to use than the glue. Okay, so once you've got your supplies together, we will go ahead and get started. And the first thing you're going to do is take your paper, even though it's already small, you're going to fold it into smaller. You want something about this size, and you can fold it either into squares or triangles. So I've got a triangle started here. So this one, down just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. So you basically just want to fold it in half and then half again, and that will get you down to the size you need. I've started with a square there. If you want to go again and go ahead and fold it into a triangle this way, just don't fold it so small that you can't really cut through it. So once you've got the paper, sorry, I have to keep adjusting my computer here. Once you've got the paper folded down into a smaller size, then you're going to cut. So you're going to take this shape and you're going to cut other shapes into it, much like you would do a paper snowflake. So to start with, I'm just going to cut some little triangles on one side here. So that's what it looks like, a little triangle cut out. And I think I can fit, if I do them the right size, probably 3 or 4 on each side here. And you don't even really have to cut on all 3 sides. You can just cut on one side. You can choose to cut on 2 sides, or you can actually cut on all 3, or do a variety as you're working on different pieces of paper. So let's just leave it like that with one side cut. And then you're going to open it up to reveal your design. So since I just cut on one side, I have a little more simple design there. So next, we've got another triangle here. So this time we will cut maybe some circle shapes. Pull it up. It's what you guys would think of cutting as half a circle through there. And we're going to go ahead and do that on all 3 sides and see how much more detailed the design is when we open. I can do it without cutting my fingers here. So really the only mess I'm making with this one is the papers that are scattering, paper pieces, cutouts that are scattering across my table as I cut over onto my last side here. You can cut your circles larger, you can cut them smaller, you can do a mix of circles and triangles both. But for this one, we've cut all 3 sides. So now let's start unfolding it to reveal the design. And there it is. So it's got quite a bit more than this one where I just cut on one side. So you can make them very different. So both of those were ultimately triangles. So I'm going to take this piece of paper, and this time I'm just going to fold it in half a couple of times and leave it as a square. So this time, I'm going to cut two sides opposite of each other. And on one side, I'm going to cut circles. And on the other side, I am going to cut triangles. Okay, so right now I've got circles, half circles on one side, triangles on the other side. I'm going to open this one up. And it just decorated the edges because I ended up not cutting on my fold. So now we've got three different pieces here. So what you want to do is take one end and fold it down, and you want to fold it back so that the colored side of your paper is showing. Mine has a little bit of a print on the back. It's not really important, but you can see I've got that flap folded down there. And then I've got this one here. We're going to fold down one more. So just ignore the print on the back of mine, but you can see where I've got the fold there. So after you've cut your piece of string, cut it as long or as short as you want. This is the piece I've already started with. So the way to do this is to bring the string kind of up to the fold. It's got a piece of glue stuck to it, but we're going to bring it up to and underneath the fold. And then take either your glue or your tape and tape it down. So I've got one more piece added to my banner there. So happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. I hope you have fun with this project, making festival banners. A nice group family project you can do together with lots of different colors and styles. Thank you for watching, and please, as always, post in the comments the items you create. I would love to see them. See you next time.